to our listeners.
Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Girls Interrupted.
Whoop, whoop.
My name is Shannon. I live in Houston.
I'm Annie in Los Angeles.
And we are the girls, and we interrupt each other. We review movies, basically. We review movies if you're just listening for the first time. We spoil them, so please watch the movie before you listen to us go over every detail, because we do.
Yes.
And we talk about them kind of in terms of diversity and inclusion and how well we liked them and la-da-da. So let's just, jump in. We have a really cool movie, Ingrid Goes West.
Hulu Ridge.
I've been obsessed with this movie and trying to show it to everybody because I really like it.
You showed it to me.
I did. I think I saw it. I got to see it early, I think, at an Alamo Theater. They had
fun.
You get to buy passes to go see it early.
Wait, this was in theaters?
This was in theaters. I mean,
I just said it was a Hulu original. Wow, I missed this one. A lie.
It got an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
I know. We just reviewed Little, and that got a 50%, so that is kind of upsetting because...
Reese. Sorry.
So, directed by Matt Spicer, starring Aubrey Plaza, who also did some producing. Written by David Branson Smith and Matt Spicer, also starring Elizabeth Olsen. I was really excited that when I saw her name on this. So she just took over for the other Olsens. They're like, we're not acting anymore. Our little sister could do it.
Yeah, I guess they were like, since you guys need two of us,
how about just one? She's really talented. She's really good. I saw her in a movie, really, and I'm so sorry I forgot the name, but it's in a movie where she's like a FBI agent, and she goes to this Native American reservation, and she there's a crime there. That was a really good movie. That was trigger warning. It had some bad scenes, but it was a really good movie and scary.
I'll have to check that out.
It's really good. We'll look up the name later. Let's see.
I've only seen her in Godzilla and the Avengers movies.
Oh, I'm not
whichever
a
superhero movie.
Girl. Yeah, okay.
Whichever one.
Okay, so Aubrey Plaza, Elizabeth Olsen, O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Who is so handsome.
Fine as hell.
He is so handsome.
And I don't think Ice Cube is handsome. But
my goodness, he made a beautiful baby.
But he looks just like him.
He does.
But I don't find Ice Cube cute, if that makes sense. I think it's because of a dark-seated trauma. If you've ever seen The Players Club, Ice Cube is not good in that movie. Actually, that movie is also a trigger warning. But I don't know why it's a black classic, because it traumatizes me.
Ice Cube is a handsome man, but I don't know if I would do... Yeah, sorry. But his son could get it. Sorry.
Yes, O'Shea. Hello. Hi. Wyatt Russell, who I knew from a Black Mirror episode.
Who's that in the movie?
He is the husband.
The husband. Okay.
But why I bring up Black Mirror is because this movie reminds me a lot of a Black Mirror episode called Nosedive. I think it's the first one in season 3, and it's a girl. She's the lead. It actually has Matt Saracen in it. But it's the girl, she's the lead, she's the lead of it. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. But it's basically the premise of that is there's this app that's kind of similar to Instagram, but it's for everything around you. You also can post things that you're doing in your life and people can like it or whatever. But you also rate people who you have interactions with. And that rating becomes it's kind of similar to credit. You can get you can get apartments with your rating, how your social rating is. You get you get shortcuts in life because of your rating, and throughout this episode, she starts losing her rating, and so you just see how terrible things are for her. Everything is more expensive. She can't get into places. She has to rent a really, really old car because this is in the future. So she has to rent a really, really old car. And it just it's traumatizing her and all of this until she starts, I don't want to ruin the episode, but it's just really interesting how, and I feel like they came out around the same time too, how this movie kind of also plays on that, and how important the way you make your life seem, how that is so valuable, I guess. Yeah. I mean, and that it's I thought it was brilliant the first time I saw it. I thought it was brilliant. I just can't
The movie or the episode?
Both, but especially this movie. More so the movie, because they had a little bit more time to do things. Yeah. And, like, the way that they set up LA, like a Los Angeles influencer, I was like, this is so... I don't even know how you knew to do this, because I can't put into words what they look like and how they talk and how they do this, but this is that. This is that.
Rewatching it, I was like, oh my god, I go there. Sorry.
Go there.
Just several times. I was like, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. Okay, sorry.
I don't see the budget information here, but it only got a $3.2 million at the box office. A little disappointing. Looks like it was a Sundance movie. Distributed by Neon. I've never heard of Neon, but it makes sense because this movie has a lot of neon.
I didn't even know it was in theaters, so I feel like the advertising wasn't good.
Pretty low blood. They call it a black comedy drama film. So basically what Ingrid Goes West, a little synopsis is, Ingrid is a character who just lost her mother, and she, it starts off with her having like this, what she thinks is, she has a friendship with someone online, and she thinks it's more than what it is, and she kind of, embarrasses herself that way, and now she is going to go chase this other girl. That's it, huh?
Yeah. Like the movie starts out and she goes and maces a bride in the face because she wasn't invited to her wedding. I was giving a little
sorry.
I thought we were going to just jump in. Sorry.
Did you want to say like your overall reaction before we jump in? What did you think the first time?
This movie is like really I don't know. Yeah, it makes you. I'm speechless. I'm still speechless. It makes you feel things.
I think this should be like a PSA or something. But I think the ending doesn't really justify parts of it. But I think that it should be like a PSA, especially like when things started getting bad. I think people need to see this. Like, yes. Okay, let's get into it. Let's go.
Mental health is important.
Yes, true. Also, Aubrey, you were talking about how you thought she did really good. Aubrey is classically trained. Like, she went to Tisch. She is a trained actress, and she's like really. She's acting here.
She's really good.
She's really good.
Mental health, but also I noticed she was drinking. I noticed more how much she was drinking.
Yes, alcoholism was definitely. They were hinting at that
problem. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So she jumps. The opening montage is like an Instagram and like basically hashtag perfect. Like just think of you're perfect, the perfect Instagram girls. And
it's a wedding too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In Nosedive, it's a wedding as well, so that's why I think that was so strong. Yeah, you should watch that.
Oh, interesting. I should. I should. Ingrid is like crying in the car but then she goes into the ceremony and, like I said, maces the bride in the face.
She wasn't invited, right?
Because she wasn't invited,
yeah. So she's assumed this, like, really strong friendship because she's following someone online, which we all get, right? I mean, not the friendship part, but we all feel very entitled and close to these people because we're following their day-to-day lives. But what they're showing you is a projection. It's not real. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm off
exactly.
my
Oh, no. And then we see her go to a rehab. There's like a voiceover. She's writing back to Charlotte, the woman she maced in the face, and she's like, "I'm really sorry, but I think we're gonna grow from this or learn from this or whatever." Yeah. But yeah, we find out her mom died. And we follow her through a day in her home when she's released from rehab, and she's like on Instagram, like constantly, like on the toilet. She's just while she's brushing her teeth.
And I see the black comedy here. Like, this is a really sad scene, but also, are you to the part where she's about to like go on Instagram and look for because the like, she's not saying anything, but like what she's typing is comedy. Like, it's funny, and like she's killing it, but we also have that underlying of sadness because of the surroundings and what we now know about her.
What we know about her. Yeah, oh my god, I posted it on our Instagram, actually.
My favorite
she finds this girl, Taylor, who's played by Elizabeth Olsen, in a magazine, and like the magazine says like your next girl crush, because she's like an Instagram, she's an influencer.
Yeah.
And she goes and finds her on Instagram and comments on one of her pictures about avocado toast. And I wrote it down. Damn, girl, that looks yummy as fuck. What's your email address?
I love the choice. Like, this is a stylistic choice, huh? I love the choice of how they show us Instagram on the movie. I don't know. But I love that they have her, Elizabeth Olsen, narrating her. And Elizabeth Olsen was a perfect choice. She looks so much like an influencer.
Oh, yeah. And sounds like,
yes.
Yeah.
I love the choice that she's narrating her captions, and she even reads the emojis.
Emojis, yeah.
Like,
smiley
brilliant.
Face emoji.
Dancing twins emoji.
Dancing twins emoji.
Ladies.
But yeah, but she doesn't actually say that, though. She, like, says something else. And Taylor writes her back and says, like, oh, no, I didn't make it she asks her if she, like, made it herself.
Where was that food? Or, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, Taylor's like, when you're in LA, you should try it. And then
Grateful Kitchen.
Like,
is that real?
No, but it's fun. It's funny because sorry, there are two restaurants. They're owned by the same people. One's called Gracias Madre, and one's called Fuck. I can't remember the other one.
It's called Fuck. I can't remember the other one.
No. But it's very similar to Cafe Gratitude, which was funny. And they do that
kitchen.
Great. Oh, so then that's what it's actually called. Cafe Gratitude.
No, really?
That
doesn't sound good, but okay.
And they do that. What they make or what they make light of the emotional trauma or whatever. That was a little dark, but they do like make you like say like,
okay, I'm not going there.
What's your mental state today? Or like, have you cleared your path today? Or like,
no,
I don't know.
Serving my eggs. No, I haven't done that. That's all I knew.
That's also vegan, which I think is why she spits it out.
What's your biggest emotional wound?
Yeah, what? LA's weird, you guys.
They got it so good. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. They got it.
No, it's fine.
She gets an inheritance.
I'm looking at my little notes. Oops. Yeah, she has an inheritance from her mom's unfortunate passing. But she picks up and moves to Los Angeles. She takes all her money and, moves out there. She meets Ice Cube's son, O'Shea. Sorry, that's what I wrote down until I knew his character's name.
He's a landlord. He owns property. Brother got property.
He's got his vape in his hand. He
vapes a lot.
Which is, accurate. I liked it.
What I like about him a lot is, like, later on you learn that his character is really obsessed with Batman and all that.
Yeah.
And I like that you could tell that it wasn't necessarily written to be a black character. Like, maybe this was written to be a white guy, and they're just like, okay, O'Shea can do it. I like that versatility where anybody could play it.
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
I think that's what should be. Yeah.
Tell me Gotham needs me. Yes.
See, we're choosing the cat mask. I'm going to recreate that. It was a cute look.
Oh. It's very Ghost World. We need to do Ghost World so you can...
We do.
So you can know.
So wait.
She got $60,000, and now we already said that. Now she has an apartment in Venice because she's going to stalk this girl, essentially.
Yes. And once she gets to LA, that's when she really starts to like go hardcore at emulating Taylor's life. Like, I guess she's like gets her hair done. That's the hairstyle I go to, the Hive.
Ooh, I think she's like, I think she's like looking through the tags to find out where she goes, or like the captions.
Yes.
And she starts going there.
At the restaurant, she's really creepy because she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm meeting Taylor here," and the guy's like, "She was just here. You're having like lunch or something?" And she's like, "Oh, I must have got the time wrong. Do you remember what she ordered?"
Was it like avocado toast or something?
It was it looked like samosas.
Oh, and she didn't like it? Okay.
No, crazy person. I love samosas. But she sees Taylor shopping. She goes in
before the makeover or after?
It's after.
Okay, so she's got her money.
She's blonde now.
She has $60,000, right? She's got an apartment. She's got her hair done. She's starting to get clothes to look like Taylor, which I think the movie $60,000. She kind of went through that really fast. I think she would have gone through it fast because near the end of the movie, she pays for something for $50,000 or something. I know, it's like there's no way she only spent $10,000. Because there's even that one scene, I'm sorry I'm jumping, where Taylor's like, oh, you have to have this, whatever, some like furniture piece, and it's like $2,000 by itself, so there's no way. Dude, and she said she was going to pay for the car repair. Yeah. That car repair would have been so expensive. They should have given her more money. Yeah. Okay, so Plot problem.
Plot problem. Unrealistic.
Unless she's like selling. Is she an influencer now too? Is she getting paid for posts? I don't think she was that high yet.
No. But yeah, so she sees Taylor. She like is walking past the store and hears Taylor's voice and is like, "Oh my god!" I loved this scene because she's just such a spaz.
Aubrey's so good at being awkward.
Yeah. And it's like a different kind of awkward than what we're familiar with.
Yeah.
With her doing on Parks and Rec. She's really talented.
It's tweaked to be more dark. I love that she loves that dark comedy because she's so good in that genre. Like, she kills it.
She was made for it. So, what?
Oh, I just wish I was made for that.
She's acting so weird in the store. Like, she's knocking shit over.
She tries to steal
and like
something an accident.
Yeah, she like is grunting at a book like like you would with food. Like Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Okay, sorry.
Elizabeth's like, okay, looks at her and looks back down.
She follows Taylor home and watches her go inside and sees that she has a dog, and then
Rothko, which we have Rothko Chapel here in it's an artist. Yeah, we have it. Which you know, right? We have it here in Houston. The chapel is made by the. Okay, I'll stop talking.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like that she's like, let me name it after this obscure artist that maybe not a lot of people know. Rothko. It's not Roscoe. It's Rothko.
Rothko. It's a cute dog name.
It's a cute dog. She kidnaps him.
She waits till Taylor and her husband are going out, and then she kidnaps the dog. She takes the dog, and she brings it to back to her apartment. And Dan's like, "You're not supposed to have animals."
Yeah, he said, "No dogs, no dogs,
no dogs. I'm allergic."
If she had bats, maybe he'd be okay.
And
maybe
then like
bats.
the next day, she calls like the reward poster.
Yes, so she tricks them into getting to go back to the house, and she returns her dog. She looks great when she goes back to. That's what I said. She brings a dog back looking like a snack. Like, she looks so good. I like that.
She looks so pretty.
That's going to be this week's
crazy
Instagram snippet.
Okay. She brings the dog back looking like a snack.
And then now we get to meet them over dinner, and she gets to talk to them, and like they make that little fancy drink that I've actually had one of those. I don't like it, the mules. But she's
you don't like
delicious. It? Maybe I had a bad one, but they're like very like curated and Anthropology Urban Outfitters ish, and like they're this is their lifestyle, and they have dinner because she wouldn't take money. And I don't know if anything else is okay. She's a photographer, which does that mean influencer? Is that it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And then he's a technophobe, the husband.
Yes, but he's also an artist.
And he's an artist. Did he have a real job? Did he have another job?
No, because
she's paying for things.
And Taylor says later that she convinced him to quit his job to become a full-time artist.
Why?
And that's why he's worried about money.
Why? Okay,
yeah.
So we're setting up that she's the breadwinner. He's probably a little weird about it, and he's like also has this resistance to technology because he has a flip phone, and I don't do that, blah blah blah. So while still profiting off of his wife's social capital. So then we go and see his art because he's an artist, right?
And this is so good.
This is brilliant. This is where I was like, oh, this movie is brilliant. Because, okay, so it's giant pictures. He does not paint them. He finds them. They're found. He
calls them found objects, yes.
And he just spray paints hashtags on them?
Yeah.
So the one she gets is horses with a spray painted squad goals. And she's like, how much? How much for it? And then they do that thing where they look each other in the eye and they're bullshitting, of course, to start the eye.
1,200. I think that's what we get.
And she buys it.
And
later on we find out that's his first sale. But I just love the idea of that. Okay, so she buys that. Okay, we're good.
From them... Wait, sorry. Oh, and then while she's still at the house, this all happens in this first encounter.
Okay, yeah.
She's like, so-and-so, Taylor has a dilemma because someone canceled on her and she needs a truck to get to Joshua Tree.
And
this movie is so fucking LA.
I'm gonna take the 5 to the 2 and then get on the 1. And
yeah, that's why it's so accurate, because whoever wrote this just like did it off the girl they know. Yeah, like I don't know.
I mean, no, these people are like
they're real.
Like, of course, Aubrey is an exaggeration, but Elizabeth Olsen is real. Her husband
I've waited
is
on
real.
him a million times.
Her brother is real. I hate how real the brother is. Me and Annie went to a private school in the south of Texas. We know him. We know, and then I'm sorry, I'm jumping, but then we later find out that Elizabeth used to be a preppy type girl who just came from money, and then she started curating these things into, because anthropology.
She's an SMU girl.
She called us out. Yes, she's one of those private school girls private college girls who could afford to buy an artsy, like, you're buying an artsy lifestyle. You didn't just you're not like someone who thrifts and like finds things and is eclectic and knows how to like work with resources. You had all these resources and you went out and you bought things that somebody told you to buy, like somebody hinted that was cool. Somebody told you that was cool. It was expensive and you bought it. And now you're selling it to other people on your platform on Instagram. I mean, Instagram's a job, but she bought her way to this lifestyle. She didn't. It's not from her brain, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. What was I going to say?
I'm so sorry. So she needs to take Taylor to Joshua Tree.
So then Ingrid is like, Dan, can I borrow? Which is O'Shea. Can I borrow your truck? And he's like,
he says no, and then then
he's like, if you help me out with my reading, because he's a screenwriter.
He writes Batman screenplay.
Which, I think I complained about this the first time. Like, I call bullshit, because no screenwriter is going to just be like, hey, any random person, will you do my reading? It's like, no, they won't.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
He wanted to fuck. Maybe he doesn't know any girls. It's also possible.
True. That's true. He likes Batman.
Catwoman.
But yeah, so she's like, fine, whatever. So she borrows the truck.
They go to Joshua Tree,
What?
Which I've never been, but it looks really cute. It looks very I'm gonna call it curated. It looks very curated.
It is. Yeah, it's a desert.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like where people go to escape the city, but also to not escape their anthropology lifestyle is what I'm gonna call it.
Exactly. Yeah.
What brand of hipster is that? I don't know, because it's not like
LA.
Okay, LA hipster. It looks very LA hipster. Thank you so much for bringing me there.
It's like literally its own,
LA Instagram. Like, this movie, we watched this movie after watching both Fire Festival documentaries. Like, it makes all of it, that was just a moment we were having. That just, like, you're paying so much money for things to appear cool. Like, you're paying for your appearance.
Yeah.
It's wild. You're paying for your social capital, and, like,
nothing's real.
Nothing is real. The simulation is wild. People pay $250,000 to go to a non-real thing. All because one man told them it was going to be cool and job role, but whatever. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. So they get to Joshua.
Oh, no.
They go to a really cute bar.
They break down? And she has to... Oh.
Is that
well, she finds a gun in the glove compartment. Because at first, Ingrid hasn't even told her that this isn't her car.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, why do you have a gun? You like Batman? What the fuck is that?
And then a bunch of drugs, too. A bunch of drugs, yeah.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of drugs. Oh, yeah, they do.
I do like when they break down and they go to that gas station and the guy fixes it or whatever. And then she's like, will you
Yes. Will you take a picture of us?
Can you get down lower, actually?
They make the slit man lie on the ground so that he can get the sign in the background of the picture.
Should we do the peace sign? These people are... This script is strong. I'm not gonna...
Yeah, no, I also wrote down, when she's talking to...
The direction is strong here.
To Aubrey, when they're talking at the gas station on the ground there, and she's like telling... Ingrid's like, Dan's my boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. And then she like says something about a blowjob, and she makes... what's her face laugh. She goes, "Oh my god, you're my favorite person I've ever met." Yes. Oh my god. Oh, and it was just
and I know that's true. And I felt that because you've had people say that to you who you like really like and you're trying to impress, and they say that, and sometimes people say that and that's just something
genuinely
they say. They just something they say. Yeah. And they don't mean, and I feel that.
I think that's her.
Especially with Ingrid, who has a hard time knowing these boundaries. Like, she doesn't have social awareness, really. Yeah. I really feel for Ingrid's character. Like, I know we want to laugh at her and think that she's weird, but I really do.
Me too. That's so heartbreaking.
And I think that's really good with Aubrey's performance, that she's able to make you care about her character as well and see that she's not evil. She's not even the word. Yeah, she's not goofy, I guess, is the thing. She's not like silly. It's not that. It's,
she's obsessive.
She has compulsions and she misunderstands signals.
Yeah. But so then they get to Joshua Tree.
Taylor owns the house, and
Taylor owns a house.
She's thinking about buying the house next door. Because of a book, and she hadn't told the husband.
Oh, yeah, and that's a secret that she tells
and that's
Aubrey.
Set up, and that pays off later.
And Desert Door is what she wants to call it. That's important.
Yeah, because of the Deer Park, a movie called The Deer Park. A book called The Deer Park. Okay.
Ben was like, you have to bring my car back. The readings, at 6 p.m. or something. And so he's, texting her.
Up her phone.
Yeah, but she ignores her because Taylor's... Oh, sorry, him. And because Taylor's like, let's go out.
Yeah.
So Ingrid's like, fuck it. They do his cocaine in the car. They have a good time.
He has a gun. Yeah.
Well, it's a prop gun. It is a prop gun.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's a prop gun.
That was not prop coke, though. So they go to a really cute bar, and I like when they drive. They're dancing, they're bonding, they're friends. I like when they drive. I just like the boys, not Boyz II Men, Casey and JoJo song.
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, there's and what's the name of the song? Because that's what she puts on when she's at the end.
Close to me, you like my mother. Close to me, you like.
Yeah,
I forgot the words.
They have this white girl karaoke session.
They do, but the look on Aubrey's face as she's like.
Oh my god, yeah, she's so enamored with this girl.
Because the lyrics are so intense. And I was dying when I saw that. That was so funny.
Aubrey Plaza, we love you.
Perfect song choice. Whoever chose that.
She's so engrossed in watching Taylor sing this song in the car that she runs into the car, or the median thing on the road. But
she fucks up the car.
She fucks up the car. Let's see. Sorry.
They go back.
Oh! She comes back the next day.
Dan's pissed.
He's with cops and stuff.
Cops are there.
He's
such
like,
look at my shit.
He's such a nerd, though.
I think he ad-libbed that because I can't imagine a white person saying that. Maybe.
He's such a nerd, though, and I love the line, "You're supposed to be Catwoman, but you're just a Two-Face." I loved it.
You're just a penguin. Or poison ivy. I like that. Okay.
Ingrid. Okay, so sorry. I don't know. I guess it just cuts
to... Wasn't Catwoman evil?
Yeah, Catwoman. Catwoman is questionable. She kind of goes back and forth.
He should have said Batwoman. Okay.
Or Batgirl. You mean?
Whatever. She's a woman now.
Okay. Not a girl.
That's also on deck, you guys. We're gonna do Crossroads soon.
We gotta do Crossroads. Crosswords. Wow.
I love this too. Okay, we're in a time limit here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We're having
Ingrid.
So
cut to Ingrid. Basically, we kind of brush over the car thing because Ingrid's like, "I'll pay for it, Dan." Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Now she meets the demon,
the brother. Did you say the demon?
The demon. He is so real.
He's so real.
The actor did a great job. The writing is great, but I hate I'm supposed to hate the character, but I really hate the character. That actor really did a good job.
He's being
terrible. Is he that terrible in real life? I don't know.
I don't know.
Who could
he just reminded me of Kyle.
Okay, I'm gonna have to beep that out.
Why? It's not like he listens to us.
But yeah, that's exactly who I thought of when I was watching this. Yes. So basically,
what are you saying, Grandpa?
He's so basically, the brother's very fratty. He just came over from China. He says a really racist story about a Chinese man on a ship. He's doing a business degree or something. He got a hand job from some girl that Taylor knows on Instagram. So we're setting that up, that she's going to go meet that girl. And he's a recovering drug addict. The husband doesn't like him. Taylor loves him. He's being really rude to Ingrid, calling her the wrong name, and just being a dick.
And Ingrid, like, was immediately upset that he was there, too.
Yeah.
She, like, likes Taylor all to herself.
Yeah. And he puts up a wall because I think they tried to do something, and Taylor's like, I'm going to... she does that burn. I'm so sorry. Because Ingrid and Taylor were supposed to go to something. They had made plans, and Kyle... Nikki is like...
We can call him Kyle.
Nikki is like, I'm going to meet that girl. Give me a hand job. She's really famous on Instagram. She's like, I'm going to go meet this girl, and at her party or something, do you want to go? And it's the same time as Ingrid's thing. And Taylor's like, oh, yeah, we have that. And then she does that thing where she's like, actually, do you mind if I bail? Because I want to go to this. And it's just like, it kind of brings up this big thing of like, basically in this movie, like, these characters kind of only, and not Ingrid, but the influencer world, like, they only care about people who can give them something. Like, it's all transactional. Like, Taylor wants to go to this girl's thing because she has over 1 million followers or something like that. And, Nikki is out there all about money and things. He only cares about status. Like, he's treating Ingrid like shit from the beginning because he thinks that she's beneath her. And I think that the way that they have Nikki, yes, he's this outright villain, but I feel like Taylor is definitely the softer side of, and she shows that too, though. That she's not really genuine. She's trying to, it's all about getting her numbers up and meeting the right people.
Exactly.
Rubbing the right elbows. Like, that she would, like, because this girl just drove you across to wherever you needed to go, dropped everything to drive you, and, like, wrecked a car, and you're just going to bail on her for that. And it's like, people suck.
Yeah. Oh, and then they actually go, though. Cut to the next scene.
Oh,
they still actually go to the party.
But they're in, like,
and Ingrid sees it on Instagram.
Oh, she sees it on... This movie is so real.
Yeah. She sees that they all went to this event that they were going to blow off.
Yeah.
So Ingrid goes, but then is kicked out because she's actually not on the VIP list anymore because I guess they used her... God. Because they went with this new influencer girl there. Yeah. Basically, Ingrid goes home, and she's like... after being harassed by the boyfriend about... Or not boyfriend, sorry. By the brother about her ghost boyfriend. They say that the boyfriend's not real.
Which is that's not even fair because they've only hung out like 3 times. I don't have to bring my boyfriend.
Also, like, how old are you?
Yeah. He's I don't like these type of people. I'm so sorry. Like,
they just never grow up. Speaking of little,
they just keep, they keep budding. There's like so many of them.
Yeah.
They just keep coming. There's more and more and more. Of all ages. Okay.
So... Cut to the next day, she's waiting for Dan outside of his house to, like, butter him up. And she gives him a Joker sweatshirt and some weed. And I call bullshit on him smelling it and knowing it was an indica. It doesn't work like that.
He's got a nose.
You cannot smell strains. But she's like, basically, will you go to...
He could have said, is that loud? Oh, you got that loud.
They go on a date.
This is where they go to a tiki lounge?
Yeah. Yeah. Which is so cute.
Yeah, they bond. They kind of bond about their parents. He lost his parent because he's like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And then
I did like the Batman allegory because, like, he's talking about how he's a super detective and, like, becomes more than himself, quote unquote, and also rising above, and, like, hiding behind a mask type deal. I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah. I was thinking of something clever. I don't have anything. Sorry. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. I was going to say something clever.
Oh, sorry. I stole your moment.
No, it never came to me, so it's all right.
At the end of the day, they bang, but she comes out in a Catwoman mask, which I love this entrance because she, like,
I love how
spins on the wall.
I love the fact that she's obviously, like, so hot, but tries to de-sex herself, I guess, with being goofy. Like, she's so hot, but she makes it goofy.
Yeah.
Like,
she put on these, like, fake nails. I don't know. It's great. She scratches the shit out of him.
And he says, tell me Gotham needs me. And she meows and she says that. And, you know, they have some kinky something or other. So now,
sex.
But she kind of did, she is being transactional here because she only needed him to go to this party with her to prove to to Nikki that she just, it's not going to happen. I'm so sorry, Kyle. Yeah, whatever. Kyle wanted George Bush to run for a third term. So.
Yeah. Fuck Kyle.
Yeah, I'm sure he voted for Trump. I'm sure he did. So
he's a broker somewhere. I don't give a fuck about Kyle.
Or your grandpa. So now they are at the party, and she's like dressed stand up. He didn't look good in what she put him in. She put him in like this floral button-up shirt and
a fedora.
And a fedora. I liked when he put on his hat.
Yeah,
and then cute. They're walking in, and she's like, "Don't talk about Batman." He's like, "What the fuck am I going to talk about?"
She's like, don't embarrass me. Don't talk about.
But Nikki loves him like right. Well, it seems like he's being manipulative, but Nikki starts talking to him right away, and he's like, "I heard you love Batman. That's so cool." And like they're talking, and she's like mingling with the people there, and that girl who has 1 million followers is there, of course, and she's there first because now they're BFFs somehow. That happened. Yeah. And she never talks in the movie, does she?
No. She's just like this pretty Asian girl.
Yeah, I don't really like that. Okay. Give her a voice. Let her speak. Okay.
Let her speak.
So I kind of forget what happens here. I know that the husband gets mad at
Yeah, he storms off because they're having like some like highbrow, they think, conversation about art or whatever and subjectivity or something, and he storms off, and Ingrid goes and talks to him and finds out that like Desert Door is from his
it was his favorite book. She's never read it.
Yeah, this is when we find out she was actually kind of basic when they first started dating.
Okay.
Does that mean? I shouldn't say that.
No, I think that's accurately what... I mean, she was just like she was kind of a clean slate in the state of, like, she liked what everybody else liked. I guess is what is happening here.
Yeah.
And then now she's got money, so she's able to buy things that kind of...
make her cool.
Allude to this lifestyle that everyone wants from Instagram. And, so... that's after... So he only opens up to Ingrid about that. And then I know Ingrid spies and sees that Taylor is telling the same secret she told Ingrid to this new girl
about Desert Door.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you know, we were supposed to be special or something like that. And then she notices her
phone is gone.
Her phone.
The brother is taken. Oh, and we also saw the brother look over her shoulder and see her passcode.
Oh, and that it's her. That's Taylor's birthday. That is weird. That
is weird. Yeah. I mean, everything from this point on is like, oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah. I do like, there was a point where Ingrid's like talking to Dan and she's like, Nick doesn't like you. He's just doing you to he's like being nice to fuck with me or whatever. And he's like, we were supposed to go to Six Flags.
Aw.
But now we get...
Yeah, Ingrid's so mean to Dan.
But now we get really, really dark because now we go and we
see the brother goes through her phone and
he's
is
by
like
himself. Yeah. And she's like, "Where's my phone? I know you have it." And he tells her like all this stuff that he found. You know, she took pictures of Taylor's
sleeping,
her medicine cabinet, stuff like that,
her bathroom. Yeah, he's basically like, "You're obsessed with my sister. Back off."
But then is also like, "I'll pay me money." And I'll give you it back. So, like, he's also not...
Oh, he really does blackmail her.
Yeah,
okay.
He's not really, like... Okay.
I must have, zoned out.
It's not even really, like, to protect his sister at this point. He
just wants money.
He's just
because
evil.
Dan did tell him about her...
Oh, yeah, that she had money. Okay.
Yeah.
And he says, like, $5,000 a week or something ridiculous. It wasn't, like, a one-time payment.
Yeah. Like, no. So, then she...
I mean, I'm so sorry. But at this point, I would just be like... Okay, show her the phone. I'll go buy another one. I'll stalk someone else. Like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but she's unwell. So,
not sick.
She pays $200 to some teen to punch her in the face because she's going to tell Dan that the brother did it.
Yeah, and the guy, one of the guys is like, she's kind of hot.
Oh, God. I hate men.
I love this movie. Okay.
And
So
Dan
sees it. They kidnap.
the brother. Sorry, I'm kind of going fast now. Not well at all. He's like, I can see through this mask. They like,
I can see through this bag.
He even is like Olga, which is what he calls Ingrid. This is a dick.
Olga Pataki. He beats the shit out of Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So Dan is like knocked out. And
Poor
then
Dan.
She hits.
But then she gets out.
She hits him with something.
In the back of the head, yeah.
Really hard. And so
then they leave him in the desert
there, which I was like, good. Which is terrible of me, but he gets found. It's fine. He gets found.
And he's fine.
She rushes Dan to the hospital.
Yes. But then leaves him and goes to... She's like desperate to get in touch with Taylor. Taylor calls her and is like, have you seen my brother? And she's like, no, is everything okay? And she's like, weirded out.
Yeah.
So then Taylor posts on Instagram that she's in Joshua Tree like a couple times. So she goes.
She follows,
and she keeps being.
She's like, hey,
she tries.
Here, you guys.
And then the husband answers, and he's like, we're not in Joshua Tree.
Ooh, stop calling us.
Yeah. Taylor doesn't want to see you anymore.
Ooh, because they found Nikki, right?
Yeah, and he told them everything.
I hate Nikki.
Yeah, and the only reason they're not going to the cops is because he did blackmail her.
Oh, okay. Well, at least
or tried to. Yeah,
have some kind of. At least he told the truth because he really didn't have to say that. She just got me and she hit me for no reason because she's jealous. She's obsessed with you. He could have just said that because he still has the phone, doesn't he? Or does she
no, she has her phone.
Okay, never mind.
She has her phone.
But he could. Just
but it goes downhill from here like so fast.
So fast. Dan is still in the hospital.
She starts drinking and calling Taylor obsessively. Which why didn't they just block her number?
I don't know.
But they're like, stop calling her. It's 3 a.m. And then she buys the house that she takes her last $50,000, which she somehow still has.
Yes, I don't know how. No way.
She buys Desert Door, but can't afford to
the upkeep, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, like electricity goes out. She can only afford like she steals the beer.
Which I had just watched within the past couple weeks, like since we watched this the first time, Shan. I watched that. Versace thing that did you watch that? The American Crime.
I watched a little bit. What happened? I saw the
just when she's like holed up in this place with no power or whatever, it made me think of one of the scenes with Andrew Cunanan, and he kind of like all these people who do terrible things end up with no power and no plumbing in an apartment they can't leave.
But I don't think Ingrid's a terrible one.
I know. Yeah, I'm just saying.
True.
But like just the montage.
Then we have a Halloween party. That's right now, right? The Halloween.
Yeah, party? Halloween party.
Okay, and we're at the end.
Yeah. Aubrey Ingrid loses power, or her phone dies.
Yeah,
and so she sees Taylor, who's having a party, and it is the property right next to them. So she puts on. She's like, I'm going to go charge my phone. She puts on a sheet.
I'm sorry. She has Dan's car. She could have charged it in the car.
Oh, plot hole. That's a good idea.
But she goes over there to charge on their electricity.
She puts on a ghost sheet.
So Charlie Brown.
And a wig on top of the sheet, which I thought was funny. And goes over to charge it, but someone steps on the sheet and she falls out of her costume.
Very Scooby-Doo. Very Scooby-Doo. I like the Halloween costume. So they are clueless, and then the husband is Big Lebowski.
Oh, is that what he was?
Yeah, like Kyle doesn't have a costume, which is very on brand. Like that's actually very accurate. I'm just here for the beer.
Yeah.
So basically, they're pissed that she's there, and then we have this one-on-one with Elizabeth, with Taylor and Ingrid, where she's like, and I mean they're kind of saying similar things to each other.
Yeah,
because Taylor's Elizabeth. Ingrid's whole thing is like, you didn't have an identity before you came here. You bought all this. Your husband hates you. La la la. Your brother's trash. Whatever. And then Taylor's whole thing is you don't have any friends. You just want to be like me, and you don't really have an identity. I guess they're both like, it's weird. They're both having this thing about your identity that you present isn't real, and they're both like having that to each other. And then because Taylor's like, I don't even really know you. You're not my friend. We were never friends, blah, 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 which I would argue that
It's like
you didn't.
What's
you
it
were
called?
friends. Like that's not. You can't say that. That's,
Calling a spade or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what,
Kettle.
Yeah, they were friendly. It's like
and it's more like Elizabeth was just uses people to get what she needs. Like she needed a ride here. She needed blah blah blah. And she was like going to be cutesy about it. But when another opportunity, a bigger opportunity comes along, she's not really interested in friendship if you're not over 1 million followers or whatever.
Yeah.
But they kind of that ends bad, and Ingrid writes a very sad Instagram post, and
it's a video.
Oh, Instagram video, and she this. I don't know if this was done with care. I don't know. I mean, it is very realistic, but so she tries to commit suicide with sleeping pills, and next thing we know, she wakes up in the hospital, and she has
Dan comes back.
She has a lot of followers because her video went viral, and like Dan is happy to see her. I think
that's what's so kind of cringy about it is him knowing that that's going to bring her joy,
and then that he doesn't. That is, I feel like he shouldn't be happy to see her. Because she lied to him and all of this. Like, she's not being reprimanded or brought down a peg for... Because she has done wrong things. Like, especially to him. If not anyone, to him. Like, she really used him.
Well, I mean, she did just try to kill herself. Is he going to be mad at her?
No, I understand that. But for the point of the movie, like, this is the end. We're wrapping up. We never get to see her apologize to him. Like, she's treating him like Taylor treated her. Yeah. Just to use him. So I think that's kind of a flaw that we don't get to see some kind of... I know that the suicide attempt is supposed to be that's a sad part of the movie, but I kind of don't like that that she's rewarded for trying to commit suicide.
I think neither. That's weird to me.
It wraps up the movie well because here she was trying to get fame, now she gets it all along, but it's not very responsible, especially if young kids are watching this, like... We don't want them to think that that's how they garner
attention,
likes and stuff. But I think I'm good.
So yeah,
I really enjoyed the movie. I don't have a movie Band-Aid for the end.
Me neither.
But
it's just kind of cringy though.
Dan has owned an apology, and it's all realistic though. Like what happened?
Yeah,
that would happen.
Yeah,
I see it all happening. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just not left fulfilled, and maybe I'm not supposed to be, but...
Exactly.
I
don't know. So, yeah. Real quick, the wrap-up.
Yes. Sorry. All right, guys, we're in here. So we rate movies. You can read all of that on our website. We're going to go pretty fast today. I'm sorry if you have never listened to us before, but it's called Rating to Exhale. We have 10 categories, and for a total of 100 points, because we hate Rotten Tomatoes, blah, blah, blah. So... although I feel like 85 is pretty fair for this. So women represented on screen, I gave it an 8. We have a lot of women
7.
We have a lot of women on screen. But the representation, I mean, I guess they are kind of catty towards each other. There's no like layers to friendships and relationships between women here. Really, not really.
Right.
Okay. So I put an 8. She gave it 7. People of color, I was going to give it a 3 for Dan and the silent Asian girl, but then I realized Aubrey Plaza is Puerto Rican, so I gave it a 6.
Oh, she is?
She is Puerto Rican, yes. I'm so sorry.
I gave it a 2.
She is white passing, but so whatever you think.
Yeah, I might leave it at a 2 just because like she is white. I mean, is that...
Yeah, and they never... Yeah, that's fine. That's valid.
Yeah.
LGBT plus representation, I gave it a 0. Did you?
0.
Any gays? No gays.
No gays.
Again, this movie could have been gay. We love it. Varied bodies, I gave it a 1.
I give it a 0.
Because Dan's kind of thick. He's thick.
Oh. He's like hot dad.
Hot dad thick. It's still a varied body, bitch.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know how we want to qualify mental health in this category.
True.
Because I don't know if it was done with the most care.
No. And also they were like so cruel. I don't know.
Yeah. Because like we're kind of... I mean, yes, Aubrey does a good job of making us feel bad for her character, but we're kind of laughing at her because she is...
It's crazy.
Yeah, because of her neuroses. So I don't think that was done with the mascara. So I'm saying by my 1. Behind the camera, I gave it a 1 for Aubrey Plaza producing. What do you think?
I gave it a 2, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Execution of the story, I gave it a 9. I think this movie hits a lot of themes really well, captured LA perfectly, just falls off in the end for me, which seems to happen.
Yeah, I gave it an 8.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Stylistic choices, I gave it a 9. This movie is really gorgeous to look at. Like, the cinematography is beautiful. I love how they styled. Just in the style choices, you get, like, these people's whole personality. Like, the styling was perfect for what they were trying to convey.
That's so funny. I give it...
What do you think about when you think style? Like, okay, I was thinking clothes. I was thinking how the cinematography looks, how...
I gave it a 6.
You gave it a 6? Yeah. The neon, I love the neon. You know me.
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, some of the background shots, like, the locations they chose, like, Desert Tree was beautiful, like, how they shot that.
Yeah.
The house they chose, the way they set up the house for Taylor.
Like, it all was so perfect, but I do see all of it on Instagram.
Yeah. But I think that's the
point. Like, in a lot of movies about LA.
Okay. And I really liked the horse painting. That was whoever.
Oh, God, yeah.
Cast performances, I'm giving it an 8.
I give it a 9 because I was really blown away by Aubrey.
Aubrey did great. Everybody did great. I don't know. I'm hating today. I'm sorry. Morals, I kind of disagree.
I gave it a 4.
I disagree with what I wrote because I put an 8, but
I gave it a 4 just because that ending is so.
I like the. Go ahead. You had anything? Okay, I gave it an 8 because I like the big message here, which is like what you see online is not real. Like, that's huge. Yeah. That's huge. But I do hate the way it wraps up in the end. So I'm going to stand by my 8. Stand by your 8.
Yeah, stand by your 8, and I'll stand by my 4.
And then enjoyability, a 9. I love this movie.
Yeah, I gave it an 8. Yeah.
Okay. So I gave it a 59. Annie gave it a 46. I am not fast enough to average those in my head.
Here, wait, 46
when did you give me this?
46 and 59?
I'm guessing somewhere around the 50s, yeah.
52.5.
52.5 is our Girls Interrupted score. You can add your own score online at our website. You can donate to our PayPal if you'd like to keep us up and going because stuff breaks and stuff is expensive. And hosting, it costs money. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. Annie's in a rush.
Sorry.
We gotta go. Bye.
Bye. Sorry, Shan.
Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode. We'll be back next time with a new pair of movies. In the meantime, please follow, rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. Let us know how you felt about the movies. See you next time.